What's good, YouTube? Day 4, amateurs to artists. And today, it's just a chill day. It's a Friday. But in my opinion, it's also a pretty big day. Nothing major really happened except for 3 things I'm going to give a shout out for. Number 1, gotta give a shout out to God, Christ Almighty. 2, shout out to getting my first subscriber. That's pretty dope. And 3, shout out to Roblin G4 for being the first comment on a video. And, I'm not trying to make a super big deal out of it, even though, I'm grateful for anything. I try to take joy in small victories and stuff like that. So, just wanted to give a quick shout out for that. Today, it's a chill day, as I said before. Just gonna be drawing, and beforehand I was thinking like, oh yeah, I'll draw Street Fighter or something, and then today they dropped the new episode of Daima, episode 17, and man, it was crazy. Best episode they dropped so far. Honestly, I can't even lie, it's better than Super. So I was like, today we're gonna just try to draw Daima Goku, and just see where it goes from there. So chill as always. So I'm gonna start off with like a circle and then try to form his face a little bit more after that. But yeah, super grateful for at least getting something going on with this channel. Cause I remember the first video, I had like nothing, right? Only view was me like re-looking at the video, and I didn't even really look at it. Second video caught on like a lot of traction, which I'm very surprised about. I'm thinking it's just because, they saw Saitama on it and they're like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Which, not a bad thing, because I already mentioned beforehand how I was going to be doing stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And then, funny enough, I didn't even think this was going to get the subscription, but it was actually my third video, the anatomy video. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I almost wanted to delete it because I was looking at it. I remember what I had for the thumbnail. I'm like, dude, this looks like some creepy pasta thing. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is some weird dude making YouTube videos or something. But no, it's pretty cool. So I appreciate it truly. Whoever is the first subscriber. It didn't really show me because I think it's like private or something. But always grateful for any support, because I'm not really here to ask people to really like subscribe and all that. I hate when channels do that. So I'm just glad. Hopefully you're along for the journey, and hopefully this gives you some inspiration to go on whatever path you want to. But, another thing that I really was on my mind today was really thinking about, even though I have like a goal I'm going for, never forget, like, the journey is the destination. Take joy in even like the small things that you're doing, even when you feel like no progress is really happening. So just take life one step at a time, because there's gonna be a time when you're like, man, I kind of miss it, kind of miss having to work for stuff, or kind of miss just having the opportunity to even do something like that. So and honestly, I'm trying to figure out how I'm doing this head at the moment, because this is looking crazy. Let's see here. So the head is cool, I think. But yeah, in the last video, I actually lied, because I remember I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a quick one, we're not gonna be here for long, and then it came up to almost being the same amount of time as the second video. So at this point, I'm not gonna say how long or how short the video is gonna be, because honestly, I don't know either. And I don't really edit my stuff either, so it is very conditional. And the other thing, I apologize. Sometimes I repeat a lot of words constantly, as you can tell if you watch this video and any previous one I made. So I'm trying to change that. I'm actually better when I just have like a one-on-one conversation, but when I'm just trying to yap a little bit, it's kind of hard. All right, I think I'm starting to like this one a little bit more. Actually, yeah, I said delete. I'm gonna get rid of this. But yeah, this episode of Daima was pretty crazy. I really liked it. I know some people are like, Daima wasn't all that, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. Kind of thought about more like a RPG. It wasn't. I mean, like I know it's supposed to still be like Dragon Ball, but I don't know. I enjoyed how it was more like RPG ish. And what I heard, at least, because I like to watch Geekdom a lot, supposedly episode 18 is going to be a big, like super big episode. So I will recommend staying away from leaks. Honestly, staying away from the internet until you watch the episode if you don't really want to get spoiled. If you don't care, then, whatever. I know for me, I'm staying off the internet. I'm going to record. Well, no. What I'll do is I'll probably just wait until the episode drops and then record afterward. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. It's still fresh, so like maybe like next week or something, I might talk about it, but I don't know. But yeah, I was like, today I'll just take a chill day. So still working on anatomy. I got like a couple of videos I know for sure I'm gonna watch, and I might honestly I might just use the next video for that. So I'll probably watch the videos and then I'll try to take it into practice next video. I apologize too. You gotta hear me say like 50 times. I'm working on it. Trust me. But yeah, that's my plan. After that, mm, I think I want to work on maybe like perspective, and eventually I want to get into colors too. I think I just have a hard time finding proper materials because I don't know if I want to do that digitally. Because I have an iPad, and actually that's what I'm using right now to kind of draw a Daima Goku. So kind of like how I did the Saitama OK thing, I just kind of go based off like an actual image, and then I just kind of draw it myself. Some people call it tracing, some people don't. I don't really know or really care. So I just like to see how best I can imitate artists, and then it also helps me too because it puts into consideration how exactly they got it done, or like how they form shapes in the body. So yeah, can't wait until Sunday. Kendrick's about to kill it, as always. I think I should have made that a little bit longer, actually. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't drawn a Dragon Ball Z character in like years. Like last one I want to say was like Super Saiyan 2 Goku, maybe it was Pan. I can't remember. But yeah, I used to do it not constantly, but it was fairly often. Like back in like fourth grade, I want to say. Had some friends, and then that's when I really discovered like I really enjoyed drawing was from that actually. So pretty dope, pretty cool, pretty cool. There we go. Here we go. So yeah, this space is changing a lot. Or you know what? I messed up on the ear. See, that's my problem for going to, the ear came in at like an angle, kind of. That's actually a lot better. A lot better. Wow. Yeah, that's. I don't want to say perfect, but a lot better. A lot better. But yeah, actually, I would say I'm enjoying Daima a lot more than Super. Which honestly I wasn't thinking I was, because I mean honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Super. I like it, but it's kind of, I just rather go past End of Z. It's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. More of a Dragon Ball and Z dude. So, and most people I know, they never even watched Dragon Ball, or they don't even think it's that good. But I'm like, dude, Dragon Ball is peak, man. Like OG. Like you can't tell me the Budokai Tenkaichi or the tournaments weren't that great. Like you can't tell me they weren't. Like Goku versus Tien, Goku versus Roshi. Like it was, man, it was peak. And honestly, I would say Dragon Ball was peak too, up until, I'm not the biggest fan of the Buu saga. I like some elements of it, but it just was, I don't know, felt a little bit iffy to me. And, I'm probably making another mistake. I probably should have, as I said before, when I was making the side time, I should have like actually drawn out the. I mean, I try to draw the circle for the face, but just I don't know. It never works for me whenever I'm trying to replicate frames. So I just stick with what works for me and then move from there. But hope you guys are doing cool. I mean, whoever's watching, hope you're enjoying it. I know they're kind of like low quality videos, but as I said before, gotta start somewhere. Eventually, I'm hoping I can get at least a more high quality rig, because right now I just got like a tripod and I got like a phone that's just recording this, and then as you could tell usually, but the thing about the tripods is it's actually kind of like tilted a little bit, so it looks a little bit off, but you know, I can't really complain. Should have drawn this a little bit longer. Oh, and also I won't be posting on or no, I will post on Sunday because I don't know. I'm either gonna post Saturday's video on Sunday or it'll be dropping like Saturday night. But yeah, either or. On Monday you won't get a video unless it's like in the evening, just depending on how I feel. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent when I drop too. Because funny enough, when I was actually looking at the results, it seems that most people actually watch the videos around like the afternoon. Like I have like I had like a couple views in the morning, like 8 and 9 p or a.m. and then 12, and then I had another one at like 3. So, but yeah. This is awkward. All right. Boom. And also, was it Roblin? Yeah, Roblin G4. Appreciate that on the last video. Cause yeah, he was you were saying how for people that don't know, he was saying pretty much like, hey, you draw 5 times better than me. So yeah, I appreciate that. At least I tried to. Oh yeah, already tore this up because I didn't give enough space. Here, this one what to do. Did not give enough space between these two, so it should have been like a little, maybe like a little wider gap around this area. I'm about to do this. But you know, it's not gonna be perfect, but I'll try to get it as best as I can. So that actually works. Yeah, knowing how this video is, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being like an hour. Should have like time stamped or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really glad I started this YouTube channel because it actually has made me like consistently draw more. Man, I can't speak. I can't. Man, it's crazy. But yeah, it made me draw more. So pretty good for the pretty glad for that. I don't know why I can't speak today. No, I'm gonna try. But yeah. That's still pretty iffy, but you know, I'm gonna leave it. Oh yeah, and he has his eyes closed. So I just picked like a random frame I liked where he was like smiling. Yeah, I'm starting to actually like how this is turning out. I mean, even though it's kind of, it is off. It is off. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I like it. You know, I'm trying to be a little bit more positive too. I think previous videos I've been a little bit more, I don't want to say too negative, but oh. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to at least be a little bit better production wise when it comes to these videos. Um, Not saying I'm gonna go like full YouTube or anything where we're gonna be like, hey guys, let's do this, and but you know, I still want to keep like the more laid back, chill, like homely vibe I'm trying to do. Like I'm not trying to do like a crazy intro and be like, hey everyone. Like, nah, that's whatever. That's dead. I ain't doing nothing like that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And I will say this is like a super humbling experience because man, you'll think like, oh, I can do this, right? You'll start off drawing this and be like, oh yeah, I can do this, and then you get further on, you're like, ooh. Gotta say though, my favorite character of all time, design wise, has to be like Great Saiyaman. And I mean like the do rag one, like the one from I think it was in Z, where he just has like the do rag or the bandana, and it was also in the what was it, Wrath of the Dragon? I think that was what it was called, the last DBZ movie. Well, I'm sorry, the second to last DBZ movie, because technically Battle of the Gods counts. But the one with Tapion, Tapion, I can't pronounce his name. I don't know how to say it again. I need to rewatch the movies. It's been like years. You know, like yeah, it's bad. It's like yeah, I'm definitely one of those Dragon Ball fans that you know like I haven't watched the show in like years and can barely remember half the details. I mean, I tried to, but yeah, that's come I never. Like one thing I'll say for sure is like you can tell what people watch OG Dragon Ball and who hasn't because the way how they react, especially like with characters like Vegeta, right? Because like when if you actually know how Dragon Ball is, you understand he's basically like the same archetype as like Piccolo, the same archetype as Tien, the same archetype as Yam or not Yamcha, Krillin. Yamcha I say is more like a gag. He wasn't really a even Krillin wasn't really like a rival, but like you know at first he was like an enemy of Goku and then you know became his friend. And you know they all strive to be strong, but you know you're not being Goku, man. He's broken. And I gotta check again, but one thing I hope they don't retcon after End of Z is I think it was like from some official thing or whatever. I can't remember. I gotta see the video again. But I think it was like what Goku was like the strongest in the universe, right? End of Z, and that would make sense because the clothes he wears, I guess, in like some culture, it represents like a mastery, like you know, like you're a master in your form or whatever. So like I think it makes perfect sense for Goku just to be the strongest. I mean, honestly, I don't think they need to have him as a main character. I think it should just be Ooh. I think Upa's perfect, but some people be like, no, you can't do Upa. He's too boring. And I'm like, I think he works. I think you just need to give him like a good cast. Like Pan is cool because Pan actually is like OG Goku though. Like that's the funny part. But well, I haven't. I'll say this: I haven't watched a superhero movie. That's the only movie I haven't watched. But at least Pan from N to Z, from what I remember, she was and I can't even call myself a real Dragon Ball fan. I haven't even read the manga. I only watched the anime, so I'm super ill informed. But yeah, I don't know. Talking a lot about Dragon Ball today. I don't know why. Um, the new Monster Hunter. I just played the beta. They dropped the second beta. That was pretty fun. I'm trying. Let me see here. I'm trying to figure out what I did. I think it's this part that's kind of iffy. Looking back on it, maybe I still need to use that method where you just draw like the basic shapes out first before you go kind of hard on it. Maybe I'm just taking like the easy route. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try it out a few times and then see how that works. Might just have not given it a fair shot. And man, what's like something I'm just thinking about now? Thank goodness I'm not an animator. You know how hard it has to be to draw this, and then you gotta draw it like 10 more times. I couldn't do this. Like you see how iffy this Dragon Ball drawing is. Like just imagine how. Man, no, that would be crazy. That'd be insane. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like I said, if I ever get that graphic novel animated series going, I'm a. I mean, yeah, the comic. I'm gonna have a team do it for me because I couldn't do it. I'll give them the layout because I'm also gonna be super picky about how I want the animation done. I want it to be kind of like 80s, 90s ish, like old school. And what I mean by that is not necessarily like on paper. I mean, maybe paper works better, but I just want like the fluidness of it. Like I want like Neon Genesis of Evangelion. Like I want a little bit like whimsical because I like how it feels like a Disney movie, but it feels like an actual anime at the same time. Like I want something like that type of mix. Not always, but a good chunk of the time. But yeah. Far more respect to the animators after trying to do this. Let me see. That might not help it. It might not. Oh, I think it does. I think it does. Yeah, I think I went a little bit too fat on his face. I mean, just in general, the entire thing is off proportion, but yeah, if the video, if the angle looks a little bit weird, that's solely because of how the phone hangs from the tripod. Well, like the phone is, I don't know, it's weird to explain it. I'll have to probably do like a separate video on like the type of tripod I have. But let me see here. Maybe I have a. So like this is what the tripod I use actually. Um, Pretty much it's like a fold. It's like a fold one kind of. And this is not like an endorsement or nothing like that. Like I'm not getting paid to talk about this at all. I mean, I like it, but like this is kind of how it looks, right? So it folds and stuff like that. The problem that I have is that the phone, it's real. I don't know, maybe if it's too heavy because I think I have like a 14 plus or something, but like it kind of tilted down a little bit. It's not like straight flat, so it makes it kind of hard to get a great angle when I'm trying to record. So I can't tell if that's maybe like just how it's designed or maybe it's like a defect type of thing. Well, not even like a full defect, but maybe it's just like I had like a loose, like maybe something's not tightened, like a bolt or something, or not a bolt, and a screw. I don't know. I said a bolt, man. What is going on with me? This turned out a little bit weird. But you know, for anybody watching this, in case you want to also see me draw something else, like you can always put in the comments or something like, hey, you know, I think it would be cool if you drew this or that. So nothing's really off the table, except for maybe more like vulgar stuff. I'm not really trying to draw anything like super crazy. Like you're not gonna have me draw like a berserk panel like that first like the first thing that you see when you open up the first chapter. No, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. But something cool. So I'll draw like video game characters, anime, cartoon, anything like that. So nothing's really off the table. I'll even draw old school stuff. Like if there's any like older person here that's like, hey man, draw Voltron, I'll do it. Shoot, Optimus Prime, Megatron, all that. So or even if it's like, hey, here's a link of like a picture of like a model or something. Like try to draw the anatomy of that. So you guys can like bully me a little bit and be like, hey, just draw this, and I'll be like, man. Oh yeah, and if it ever seems like I switch topics just off the womb, yeah, it's solely just because I'm scatterbrained. Like honestly, I think that's probably also my issue with speaking is that I'm like constantly thinking of, oh my god, I can't speak for the life of me, I can't. But like I don't know, it's just like my brain moves so fast. It's just kind of hard to gather your thoughts and articulate them, especially when it's like this because I'm not used to recording and then trying to find things to talk about. So it's just kind of, I'm all over the place always. But and also, I was surprised by the amount of people that were also seeing the video too. Like, not even like just in general though. Because at first I thought like my video was just gonna be like unseen. Like I tried to actually pull it up myself, couldn't even see it. It took me like at least like 10 scrolls to even see like my first video. So I was like super surprised when it was like, oh man, I got like, what was it? Like 8 views. And then what was it, like 100 something like impressions. So it's pretty cool, especially when it's like a video like this. So it's like, I feel like I don't really see too many people. At least I don't follow any personally, like any channels where they do stuff like that. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. Oh, all right. I think I got it. Boom. There we go. Yeah, it's like 10:22 right now. Yeah, at first I was gonna record like maybe like at 1 or 2, but then I got held up with some stuff, so wasn't sadly not able to. So I'm doing it at night again, and I got work in the morning, so that's great. I think the hardest thing that's going to be for me isn't necessarily learning how to draw in general, like when it comes to like perspective. But I think the hardest part is going to be having to actually draw just straight off my imagination, especially when I'm trying to draw my own characters. That's really going to be rough. Like you can't convince me otherwise. It's not. That's going to be tough. I think I'm a little bit off with that one. Let me see. Definitely. Might get like a word or something. So I can find it. There it is. Super old too. It's kind of slanted in general, so it's not going to be. At least I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see. Oh wait, no. Technically, it is supposed to be a little bit more. Oh, because it's kind of not like at a 3/4 angle, but I think he's like moving forward or something. So this side should actually be a little bit more. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm really talking about. I'm just thinking here. Just yapping. But yeah, yeah. I keep saying that, but yeah, like I got something else to say. You know, I'm actually really surprised they never did a gag in Diamond where like his hair frizzed out and he had like he used to have like this type of hair, but then he also had like a weird like messier look. So I'm surprised they never did that for him. Like even as like a gag or something, that probably would have been pretty funny. But yeah. And the other thing that's impressive is like, at least from what I heard, I still gotta see if maybe like there's like an interview or something, but like this dude Toriyama would draw these panels in like the matter of like a day or something. Like he will procrastinate until like the last minute because, at least supposedly, right? I might be wrong about this. Right? I need to check my sources. But if this is true, like I guess what they said was that he would draw stuff like last minute because he was tired of like his editors always coming in and trying to make changes and stuff to like whatever plot or story he had going on. It's probably a little bit off. Yeah, because this is actually part of it right here. I did that wrong. forgot the hair strand. Can't forget about that. But yeah, I think tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I actually mentioned it. I can't remember. I've been so focused on this. I'm like, let me just make sure I get this down right. But tomorrow, I think I'm. Oh wait, I did mention this. Yeah, work on anatomy, that sort of stuff. And I'll probably work on that for a little while. So I might just do anatomy like every day, or I might focus on something different every day. So maybe I'll work on anatomy one day, work on perspective another, colors and stuff like that. That's probably gonna be a little bit, I don't know, elsewhere. One day I might have to do with hands, because I'm, as you saw, what on, I can't remember what video I was when I was drawing a hand. It looked awful. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely work on hands. That's another thing for sure. Get that all situated. Man, this is gonna take me like an entire hour. This is gonna be like an hour-long video. Kid you not. This is insane. Like, I should be asleep by now. I'm gonna wake up super tired. I'm like, man, I got work in the morning. Crazy. Should have never tried to do the shading. Now look at me. Gosh, gosh. No, I didn't even color in the hair. I don't even know if I want to. I might just leave that. I might, cause I'm not. That's too. Yeah, no, I'm leaving the hair how it is. Y'all got UI Daimagoku. That's what y'all got. And hold on, fix up the ears a little bit. Hey, how like undefined I leave it. I'll never go back and like actually confirm the lines. I mean, kind of I did, but I mean, kind of I did. I kind of did. My fault. Not really. And there we go, people. Daimagoku. This is video 4. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like last time I had the number next. No, I'm not doing that. Just leave it how it is. So, but yeah, there you go. That's kind of all I have for today. I didn't expect it to take this long. I thought it was maybe gonna be like a quick, maybe 20 minutes, but I think basically like almost at an hour. So, hope you guys have a great day or a great evening, you know, whenever you're watching this. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.